Yeah, so once again, welcome to my YouTube channel. Usually, I'll bring you the very best. Breaking news. It is happening currently. Israel has called for the freedom of Biafra, calling on the UK. Israel is calling on the Islamic Republic of Britain to let Biafra go. This is coming out. They are calling on Britain, calling them Islamic nation, that they should let Biafra go. They are the reason why Biafra is still not free. Biafran evangelist, Israel has spoken once again, and all over the world there is panic. What do you have to say concerning this?
Yeah, what I have my intake there is this. What Israeli have said is a pure golden statement, because that statement is, was too expensive, to be sold out just secretly. That's why it appears openly. UK is actually a Fulani. They are actually Islamic nation. You can take a look at what is playing out today. I don't know if you are aware that formerly they banned preaching of Jesus Christ in UK openly, and that was the system that Nigerian government have adopted by giving warning us with the evangel we should stop preaching in the bus, preaching in some areas. You understand? See, when they came to Nigeria, UK is a country that have never been straightforward. They have never been straightforward. They're always on a crafty note. And that is why when they came to Nigeria, they did not come straight. They came indirectly. And that is why in our own constitution, it was indirect constitution instead of direct constitution. And that is why Netanyahu said that is suggesting to Donald Trump that they are going to divide, because the UK, in their own side, their operating authority come from the palace. Do you understand? Not from the constitution of the country. In Sokoto, Nigeria, authority comes from the palace, which is a Sultan of Sokoto's palace. While in Christian, which are the Biafrans, our own is based on the constitution, which is the government. So that is why they are discussing it, dividing Nigeria in two ways. Let the Biafrans, the Christian ones, go, while you people remain in your Islamizing nation. Just like UK today. Are you aware that UK today, the parliament now have been taken over? The palace have been taken over by Islamic nation. Islamic kingdom, which Prince Charles now has become an Islamic what? A clergy. You see why we are saying that the UK is an Islamic nation, but claim to be Christian in disguise. Deceiving people, because they have never been sincere to themselves. And what is happening today currently in UK have exposed UK to the world. That what they pretend to be is not actually what they are. Because soon, I'm telling you this now, you can check, it's a fact check something, go and check. Soon now, UK is going to have a serious war. The war they are going to have after experiencing civil war, the civil war within them, between the religious war between the Islamic of UK and the Christian UK. They're already, going on it. And another one again is coming again. If care is not taken, they are going to face the wrath of Russia. Even as I speak to you.
Russia.
Yes. So as I'm talking to you, if you doubt, do your findings. Then you will know whether I'm telling you truth or not. And that will be the last thing to come here and begin to, near you Pharisee. I don't have time for that. You understand? So UK is what Netanyahu have given them, call them, because that is what is happening. And that is why, did you see them say anything regarding to the genocide going on in Nigeria? No. Did you see them intervene in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case? No. In Nigerian court, that was where they judged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case under the government of late Muhammadu Buhari, which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Nigerian court, which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu conquered, and he was declared innocent and was asked to go according to the law and constitution of Nigeria. But Nigerian government violated that law. And remember, when you violate the law of your land, definitely you are violating the law of the EU Charter. You understand? See, there is something that Nigeria did not really understand, because in the section 36 or section 2 of the Constitution, regarding to the terrorism charges against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, does not warrant anything or give anybody room to do what? To do anything against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, because section 9 and 10 of the Constitution gave pave way for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to do what he's doing regarding to what? Self-determination. Listen and listen good. They said one of the things that they said that which they used against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in Nigerian court was that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu incited violence. So his incitement was a violence that he triggered NSAS that took place in Nigeria. Then the question now is this: if it's what he incited on any television, triggered this violence in Nigeria, where did he or where was he when he incited that violence? And you and I knew vividly well, as at that particular point in time, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was not in Nigeria. He was in what? In UK. And if what he said on the radio Biafra, which he used as at that time, was against the law, I believe that UK could have blocked him. They could have stopped him or arrested him, then interrogate him regarding to that issue. Remember, at first, they even said that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu lied by saying that Muhammadu Buhari died in 2017, of which he said, yes, he has a proof to that he died and was buried in a shallow grave in Saudi Arabia. That he has every proof. But at first, but later they now remove it. They started removing all these things because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has a proof. You get the point? Now, the UK now, carried the case up. They couldn't carry the case up. It was Nigeria that now carried the case up because UK knew that what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was standing for was his right, fundamental right. And if they themselves should attend to that matter, it will rubbish their name regarding to one of the 5 world powers. It will rubbish their legacy. You see why they withdrew and they push it to Nigeria and they use Nigeria as an scapegoat. Now listen again. I was watching a video. A Nigerian military uniform man with a uniform is regretting telling Nigerians today that they should go apologize to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Why? That all that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said concerning this country is what they are facing, and that is what has come to pass. That they should say sorry to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That he remains the only prophet that don't have a church, but prophesied truth. And what he said remains reality on ground. And having said this, let me go back, to the question regarding to the current happening. That was why Mefrap was the name of the lawyer, current one now, saying that the Nigerian government should appear in the court to defend the judgment that they pass against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Regarding to that one, number one, to defend the illegal rendition of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. 2, and the injustice against his case. They judge him without the law. And do you know why they are running away? I will give you. As many of them that are involved in that case, according to the EU Charter 9 and 10, based on fundamental human rights of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and freedom agitator, as he is, if Nigerian government should appear in the court, especially in this appeal court, and face Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in the same appeal court, and at the end of the day, there was no room, no paragraph, no place that qualified them to sentence Mazen Nnamdi Kanu regarding to their terrorism charge against Kanu, and they gave him this illegal justice. all of them that participated, that engaged, that involved will be arrested. You see why they are running away from the courtroom inside Nigeria. And that is to tell you Nigeria have jeopardized themselves because of hearing, because of what they want to chop. See, is going vividly well. Do you know that why Nigeria is scared again of appearing in the appeal court again? Because they are seeing the handwriting changing over and over again in the appeal court of the Finnish government regarding to our brother Simon Ekpa. Because all eyes today is on that matter. The whole world is focusing, the attention is focusing on that Simon Ekpa case, which today, do you know, is supposed to be rounded up today, but it's not rounded up today. They have shifted it to next week. Are you hearing me? Now, and when it comes to Nnamdi, you and I know, and the congressman is already pushing, and the date given to Nigeria to free that man unconditionally have expired from the UN. And the congressman is pushing it, telling Nigeria to free. Are you aware that some delegates came from America to Abuja to visit Mr. President? Are you aware? I know that Nigerian media cannot carry it. Not that they don't know. They do know, but they will not do what? They will not broadcast it. Because it is against, not that it's against the law, but it is against the law for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, APC government. It's against Nigeria as an evil nation, black and darkness nation. Because they know what they are doing regarding to Biafra matter. You get my point? You see why they are running away from the courtroom. They should appear. Since they have enough evidence, they have evidence against Mazen Nnamdi. Let them appear with their evidence now in the court. They are running. Why are they running? You cannot see this in media, especially in Nigerian media. Except like you people that have your personal different this thing. You get it? You can't see it anyway. Even the one, I could remember there was a time, channel television, was doing the right thing, publishing. And that was why I told the people that the day they started, they discuss about Biafra in Arise TV. That was when I knew that water don't pass Gary in Nigeria. But yet they don't want to disclose the matter. They are just doing everything pampered to cover up. They don't want people here, to be aware of what they are facing regarding to their evil practices against the Igbos in Nigeria. I told one particular platform that the reason why Mazen Nnamdi, is in Sokoto, one, religion, because he's a Christian. Two, tribe, because he's an Igbo man. Not because he wants to divide Nigeria. As many Nigerian government is talking about, those so stupid leaders are saying. Not because he wants to divide Nigeria, but because of the tribal sake and religion sake. Now, Nadiri, a man who called the Christians infidel, later came up again and said he did not regret of saying it. Even when people are like, what you say, you are instigating violence. He said yes, that he did not regret saying that whosoever that is not supporting Muslim ticket should evacuate Nigeria. And he referred Christians as infidel. Kropoto, Colin Chako. Are you hearing me? So him saying that and he's still working free. I'm talking about one of the clergy in the north. Njinge. Do you understand? But what this man said, is it not enough evidence for Nigerian government to use and track this man down? That is why I say it's tribal and religion that is playing against Mazen Nnamdi. Not because he is fighting for the freedom of his people. If this man can say this and still remain, Not even a House of President. None of them have anything, anybody said anything or do anything regarding to that. That is why I say what I said. What about Shegumi? If Shegumi happened to have been an Igbo man, they would have arrested Shegumi. Do you know how many times they interrupted Peter Obi in Nigeria here? They disturb his political movement. And they have been looking for a way to find cockroach inside the Obi so that they can use it and do what? And tame Obi. Because it's what? Faith and tribe. Igbo. Christian. If Ushegumi were to be Igbo person or a Christian, they would have apprehended. Even forget the fact that they are the ones that signed a police and soldier to follow him to go and negotiate. If somebody like Shegumi is negotiating, have never been tagged a terrorist or been arrested, but now cannot be. You understand? You see why I say it's religion and the ethnicity. Are you hearing me? You see why? See, what about T.Y. Danjuma Bello? What was the name of that man who said that truly Nigeria should find means to defend themselves? And the DSS boss, Mr. Ajayi now, this DSS boss, Mr. Ajayi. I'm talking about the ex-politician, Theophilus Danjuma.
Okay.
Theophilus Danjuma stated in one of his ex-handles, said it clearly. And your so-current CDS Musa, the chief of staff, told us we should go and learn what? Karate. Imagine me at my age now, you want me to go and break my waist. In the name I want to train karate to defend myself. Then if I am to defend myself, what are you doing, CDS Musa? What are you doing? What is your mission? What is your purpose? What do you supposed to, as in your position? What are you there for? That is to tell you all this thing. But I thank God that all this thing is happening. I thank God that all this thing is playing. Despite the fact that some Nde Fure, Fundi Igbo, Nde Biafra has failed to see, to recognize, and to respect. Because, listen, in our time, we are seeing somebody like Nnamdi Kanu. We are having somebody like Simon Ekpa or Agweze, and some stupid of the Biafrans are still coming to speak ill of them.